Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for tuning in here. Today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Earthrise Voyager class thrust. This guy is an exclusive at Target in the United States. I'm pretty sure in Canada he's exclusive to Toys R Us, but I'm not 100% sure. But he will be available those ways and through Takara. And yeah, I guess it's kind of asking you shall receive, because in the Dirge and Ramjet video that I recorded yesterday, I mentioned that I was just waiting on thrust, and I was filming them in the lull of having nothing new. So I did have them pre-ordered on Target.com, but they seem to be delaying those for funsies. So yeah, it's totally fine, because I stopped into a store this morning, I found one, so I get to cancel that tease of a pre-order. And yeah, I finally get to put a bookend on the Transformers Earthrise toy line, which it sounds like a bad thing, but it's just a really large toy line, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to finish it off with this. Let's go ahead and see what the finale is like. And here we have the pelvic thrust out of his box and ready to go. And again, I adore this Conehead upgrade. I'll get him with his Generations counterpart in just a moment, but before I do anything, for the first time, I would like to see my Conehead, my Earthrise Coneheads together in a full group shot. So let's just, I'm not going to grab Starscream. If you want to see this mold compared to the Starscream remold, check out their review. Selfless plug, but that's totally fine. Look how beautiful all three of these look together. I love this. This is a great upgrade. Again, I am over the moon with what Hasbro has done here, at least for just, taking the base engineering from the classic Seeker and making it, beefier and more articulated, just like this. So this is gorgeous. And if you'd like to see Thrust with his Generations guy, here he is again with that original Seeker's mold that does not want to stand for me, but hey, it is what it is. So the fun thing about these guys is that usually when you see this Seeker mold, at least for Thrust, a lot of folks will have the wings folded up on the back the normal way, because this figure transforms easier that way. So I have them down here just because G1 accuracy for this guy, because his are meant to stand. His are meant to stay down like this, but if you want, I'm gonna go ahead and show this off. You can take the wings, you just gotta move the arm out of the way, and you can actually rotate the VTOLs if you like him to have those on the back of his wings like a standard Seeker. He can look like that, and I honestly like that a lot. I think that looks pretty sick. I'll probably leave them down just to separate him from a regular Seeker, but I really like the look of that actually. And with the wings normal, you can see the other differences. This one goes for more animation model accurate red. This goes for like a dark maroon. I don't have the original toy to compare, so I don't know what Thrust's original toy colors were, as to say which is more accurate. So sorry about that. But there's the back of them together. So yeah, they're both Thrusts. Yeah. And for Thrust detail, he does have that like super gritty War for Cybertron trilogy Seeker detail that's in there that all of his brothers have. But again, I don't think it's to any egregious extent. I don't think it's anything that takes away from the figure. It doesn't wash anything out. I think it all complements it really well. And this paint back here just color matches the red plastic very, very well. On the front here, he does, actually he does have the orange cockpit, and you can see it here on the chest. And he's got these nice purple squares. So all of his paint detail and all the sculpted detail, I think, really makes the figure come out very nice. His articulation is just like his Seeker brothers before him, so his head goes up and down that much. His arms are on hinges that can rotate 360, but they get blocked by his wing pieces. They go in and out that much at his shoulders. The biceps can rotate 360. You're going to get that much elbow bend, and then his hands can pivot a little bit because of the transformation joint. No waist, but his thighs can go forward and backward that much with the help of this skirt. They can go in and outward that much. You're going to get that much knee bend with a little bit more if you undo that peg right there, or leave it plugged in if you want to be more professional. And then down here again, his feet pivot. The feet do, the ankles do, or I'm sorry, the heel, and then the ankle does. So I definitely know anatomy, I promise. This Jet Boy's transformation is just like his brothers before, so let's go ahead and get his guns detached and get that started. thrust in his jet mode. Now this is some type of VTOL jet. I only know that because I know these are VTOL engines on his wings. I don't know how this works. I don't know if this is real, but I know it makes a Transformer toy, so that's pretty much all I know about it. He's got his wings up here. Again, he's got these really nicely painted VTOL engines on the side. He's got these differently sculpted fins on the back of his, what would be legs, but are in the back of the actual jet here. So I really enjoy this, again, because of this. It is a upscaled version of the Seeker mold, basically. He does have this undercarriage part, which hangs kind of open, that some people are kind of bothered by. I didn't cover that on the Dirge and Ramjet video, but that is there if that bothers you. There's the underneath of the jet. It folds up pretty well. You have these kind of poking out a little bit because they have some fat knee covers, basically. And then as far as the guns, you can put the guns anywhere. You can put them on this peg hole, you can put them on the front of the arm, or you can put them back here. I put them back here just to differentiate them from Dirges, and I didn't want them underneath here because I don't think that would be really good for like aerodynamics and these actually working properly to have guns duct taped to the bottom of it. His detail, again, you can see some more of this paint and detail in the jet mode, but again, I just love the paint back here on these, the way they're able to color match that. Some really nice striking Decepticon symbols on this really nice glossy black plastic, so I'm a big fan of this. Just the color work and everything on him really looks beautiful. My light box is unfortunately a little bit small to get him compared with his other two brothers in jet mode, so I'm going to forego that, and I do apologize, but I do want to get him in here with his dusty younger brother, so, or I guess older brother. This guy's a lot older than he is. So again, you can see the jet modes, the VTOL jet modes together, how they compare, and at least the scale of the size difference on them. Again, the 06 Classics mold versus the 2020 Earthrise Seeker. So basically what they look like, their color differences. He doesn't have any chrome in the cockpit like this one does, which I thought was fun. Totally fine. So there those are together. Now, since I've already covered Dirge and Ramjet, and this guy's basically just them in a different colorway with differently sculpted wings I've already covered, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. I honestly think he might be my favorite of the Earthrise Seekers. The Coneheads, I think, are the best overall of the 6, but I think Thrust might be the best of the 6 ultimately. I think his colors are fantastic, his joint tolerances are great, and mine came out of the box just perfect. So I'm really blown away by this. I'm really happy to have the full set and for Earthrise to be done with a really nice figure. So if you guys have any questions about this guy, maybe something I didn't cover specifically in this video, please feel free to leave a comment in the section down below. I'd be happy to get back to that as soon as possible. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I'll be right back for more. Thank you for watching.